everybody. It's Saturday morning. We're gonna milk our friend Wendy here. I just put her grain in the milking stand. And come on up. How you doing? Oh, she's afraid of the camera. Yep, come on this side. That's scary. Oh, it's okay. You're fine. You're fine. Come on. You're fine. Good girl. You're okay. So Wendy, we've only had her since last summer. She had her babies sold before we bought her, so we've just bought her as a milking goat. And I almost gave up. I was really trying hard to milk her and get her comfortable here, and she was so stressed out and she was so scared of us. And I almost just gave up, but finally she started to get more and more comfortable. She is shivering. It is really cold this morning. So we'll try and do this fast. So I've got my soapy water with On Guard. I do it 2 times on the teats and on the udders. And then I use my clean dry cloth to dry her off. Yeah, that's a good girl. You're okay. She's cold. So she's also a Nigerian dwarf goat. She's a little bit bigger than Mabel. But she's still a nice small size. So I did 2 squirts from each side into a towel, making sure that there's no signs of infection. Nice white milk. My hands are clean. And just gonna milk her out. Good girl. When I'm milking, you guys, I'm not squeezing hard. I'm not pulling or anything. It's kind of like this kind of an action. You're squeezing the milk down. I'm using my thumb and these 2 fingers because they're small goats. You don't have to use your whole hand. You can't really use get your whole hand around it because they just have small udders and small teeth. So basically you're forcing the milk down. So I'm closing my pointer around bringing my pointer and my thumb together, and then my middle finger and my thumb together. Bringing the milk down, because if you just squeeze, it's not gonna actually come out. It's a learning curve, but once you get it, you get it, and it's easy. I love milking. I think it's one of the best things about having goats is they give you milk. The Nigerian dwarf goat milk is said to be more creamy and sweet. I wouldn't really know because it's really the only milk only goat milk I've had besides from the store. But I think it tastes great. We make soap out of it, so that's really nice too. And they're just awesome animals. They're fun to have. They're really sweet, curious. I wouldn't really say they're easiest animals to take care of. They're hard. It's hard to get the right fencing. You have to, if you're going to start with goats, you have to have the right kind of fencing. We could go over that in another video, because if you're struggling to keep them in, that's not fun. And they don't eat everything in sight like you think they do. They are actually kind of picky. But they can clear brush if you're looking to clear part of your property. They are good for that. But then there's certain things they won't eat. So see how I'm going back and forth from side to side now? She's just about done. Another thing you can do is kind of push up gently, and it's called bumping the udder. And it's what the kids would naturally do if they were nursing on their mom, just to get the last few squirts. So that's what we've got from Wendy. And that's, where are we? It's almost 2 cups. And when I first started milking her, I was getting, I think, 2.5. But it's been, 9 months or so, and she's still giving us that much milk. Now, because she doesn't have kids nursing on her to keep her teats nice and clean, we're going to use this called Fight Back, and we're going to give each teat a spray, and it just keeps any bacteria from going up in there and giving her an infection. Good girly. She's like not sure about this camera situation. It's something different, and goats really like routine. When there's something different, they're just not sure. Does that feel good? You're a good girl. Yes, you are. Oh, she's making a funny face. That's awesome. Sometimes they make that face if they smell something weird, but I think she's just really liking the scratching. Hi. Thanks for the kiss. That's really nice. I like you too. She's a sweetie. But couldn't do this to her when we first got her. I couldn't even barely catch her, let alone milk her. Now she's really sweet. And that's it for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to write it underneath my post. I'd be happy to answer questions. You can also message me, and I hope everybody enjoyed that. Thanks.